From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Manny Machado, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Standing in, Clint Hobbs. He will lead this one off today.
Clint Hobbs.
Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matt, we got a nice seat today to see one of the best offenses in the game do what they do best, and that's create havoc. They're one of the top teams in the game as far as slugging percentage, and it's going to be on display today. From line to line, they can beat you. Driving balls over the fence, into the fence, gappers, bunch of different ways to beat you.
First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Cole, or the Cole Train as he's frequently called. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
First baseman number 5, Freddie.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-1 home. The short hit hard. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 32 home runs and 79 RBIs.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Upton on second. Freeman is over at first with one away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Quinn Newsom is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Newsom makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Popped him up. Machado is there. And that's the third out. 2 left for Atlanta. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Darren Madden starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So digging in now, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, Matty V, what we might be looking at, D-Rose, a team that might have lost its focus a little bit. They're definitely going into the postseason, but I don't like the way they've been playing the last week to 10 days.
Yeah, they've definitely been playing poorly, Dan, without question, not executing. But I will say this. When you go to the postseason and you show back up all your numbers from the regular season get washed away and everybody's at 0. So they could start fresh and stay hot.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
At the plate, Edgar Corona. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now a snap move over to first. Runner back standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. A runner at first with no outs here. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Payoff pitch home. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is there, and he's out trying to take second. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, number 32. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season.
Number 32.
Popped him up. Vincent on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound. Digging in, Christian Bethencourt. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and a 1-0 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. No score here as we play inning number 2. Too high. And it's 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Basil Padilla. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Way out in front.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Next for the Mets, Mark Piazza. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Padilla aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Robert Vinson will be next. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Coming to the plate now, Robert Vinson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Now at the plate, Billy Hamilton. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Garrett Cole. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Up around the face.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box now, Edgar Corona. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. 4 runs here in this half inning. Outside, 3-0 now.
And that fastball away there almost works like another pitch out. I think they're definitely worried about him over there.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Trout leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Oh, that grounder got him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers the knock. That was fun to watch.
Stepping into the box, Bryant Tyner. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We've played 2 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Braves nothing. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Darren Madden. 9-1-2 due up. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. Machado ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. So coming to the plate, Clint Hobbs. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Corona is there. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. First pitch on its way to Upton. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They trail here 4-0.